All right, we are live. Am I audible, folks? Am I audible enough? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm testing the stream myself. I'll do the audio testing before I start the hacking session. You can let me know at any point of the stream if you face any issues with my audio. How about now? Um, okay, I believe I'm having a proper audio. Let's see. All right, perfect. I got a response. Fine. I'll close this testing dialogue. Fine. Okay. Let me introduce myself. If you don't know, if you are new to my channel, I'm Permal Jagan. I'm working as a cybersecurity researcher, and I've been in this field for past 8 years. And I wanted to do this kind of live streams for a while, and today I started doing it from today. I'm not a native speaker. My English might be wrong. I might be making some mistakes while speaking. So I beg your pardon before I start this stream. Okay, you should have seen the stream title. We are going to solve a hack the box machine in this stream. Uh, I'll try to make it as interactive as possible. I'll try to interact with you guys while I do the hacking stuff in parallel. Um, why support? Why hack the box? I mean, first of all, I should give a brief intro to the platform Hack the Box. Hack the Box is actually the platform for uh, individuals or a group of people who wants to learn cybersecurity. It sheerly teaches cybersecurity, and cybersecurity. If you think it might sound simple, but it's a vast topic. There are various subdivisions within cybersecurity, and it covers almost everything. It's kind of a lab environment. Hack the Box is completely uh, giving you that hands-on lab environment where you can do the stuff by having your hands on the keyboard. You can learn the cybersecurity through hacking. That's what I can say in a simple way. There is a peer to Hack the Box, a well-known competitor of Hack the Box called Try Hack Me. There is a difference between these two platforms. Of course, both teach cybersecurity, but Try Hack Me actually a beginner-friendly platform, while Hack the Box is little. I mean, it hosts an advanced content. It is not that much beginner-friendly, but still you can learn some fundamentals from Hack the Box. Fine. I think I spoke enough. Let's see. I'll start sharing my screen. I hope you could see my screen. Fine. Let me. Okay, I think this is fine, right? Let's see. I'll okay, now I logged in HackTheBox. So let's do some hacking. As mentioned, I'm going to try a retired machine from HackTheBox. So let me tell you the difference between active machines and the retired machines. I mean, the active machines are uh, only for the competition. I think you should be uh, able to try these active machines without any hints or write-ups or any reference. There is, of course, there is a community. Hack the Boss is having a dedicated Discord community. There you can get some nudges by individually. You can approach the people in private and you can grab the nudge to solve the active machines. But you don't get any official write-ups for active machines. So that's the thing. It will be really challenging to try active machines. Since we are doing the live stream, I cannot do any active machines, so I'm picking one of the retired machines for today's stream. As mentioned in the stream title, I'll be doing support from Hack the Box. Okay, so that is actually basic Active Directory machine. So I wanted to do an Active Directory machine on stream. It's been one of my long-term wishes, so that's what I'm going to do today. Let's see. Happens. There is a machine called support. Let's see. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. It's an easy machine, completely an Active Directory machine. So we are going to try this machine in our stream. Okay, let's see. I think I spoke enough. So there are two modes here, adventure mode and guided mode. So if you have any doubt at any point of time while hacking, guided mode is there for the rescue. So you'll be able to, I mean, you will be given some hints while solving. So it will be easy for you to get some good guidance while solving the box. But I'll pick adventure mode for now and I'll start the machine. And as you see, there is an official write-up and a video walkthrough. If you stuck at any point of time, you can feel free to refer this. All right, let's see. Okay, I got this IP, but before that, I think I should download this VPN file. I pick ESG because I'm in India, so I feel choosing a server that located nearby to, I mean, that will be improving the latency. I mean, the latency will be lesser. I'll be getting a better stuff. Okay, I already have a folder called HTB, so I'm storing it there. Fine. So let me connect to the VPN, but before that I'm creating a new session for this new tmux session for this stuff. I love using tmux, so I'll be able to create multiple windows while doing the hack. So let's see. Fine, I'll rename this to OpenVPN and I'm connecting to OpenVPN. It's very simple. You should connect OpenVPN to access their network. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I think I should create a folder for this. Support, and I exit out of it. Support tmux new session support. Okay, now it's fine. Let me do this renaming again, and I'm connecting to OpenVPN. All right, now we are connected to Hack the Box network. You can see the message initialization sequence completed. That means you are connected, you are on. All right, fine. Um, let's go and spawn the machine. I should wait for some time. I should give some time to this machine to spawn up because Windows machines usually take longer to start all its services. Let's wait for a while. I'm planning to do streams frequently from now, probably on various topics, not only the hack stream. I'm also planning to do some streams on some forensic analysis. There is there are separate challenges in Hack the Box called Sherlock's, particularly focused on DFIR, Digital Forensics and Incident Response. So I'm planning to focus on those challenges as well on my live stream. So you will be getting them as Sherlock stream. Apart from that, I've also planned some dev stream, some study stream, just to study together uh, uh, on the stream. So let's see. That's what my plan. Let's see how it goes. But before that, I got the IP. Let's see whether it is reachable. All right, it's reachable. For VPN credentials, you connected using UDP. I think so. There are two options, TCP and UDP, but I have used UDP, yes. By default, it's UDP. Okay, I got the IP 10.10.11.174. I should remember that. Fine. Now I'm able to ping this IP. From this IP ICMP results, can you find anything? Can you, I mean, the enumeration starts from your ping. Can you find any info from this ICMP results? All right. I'll tell you. You can see the TTL value. TTL says 127. That means the value is near to 128. What is that value 128 is all about? The 128 value is actually the default value for Windows operating system. Exactly, TTL value. Windows operating system. For Windows, it's 128. Since it is just one value lesser than 128, I can assume my machine is just one hop away from a Windows machine. That's what it means. If it is a Linux machine, you should see half of that, 64, and that will be the value for a Linux machine. So from ICMP, I can say it's a Windows machine. So that's what we can say from an ICMP response. Fine, let's move on. I think I need to do a lot of stuffs here. I should do some nmap just to scan ports. So let's see. Make dir nmap. Okay. Also, I'll open my notes. I'll keep my notes aside. I'm not going to show my notes to you. I'll keep it away just to refer some commands. Let's see. Fine. Okay, I'll start the nmap scan. Usually, I am an ardent follower of IPSec. I follow his footprint to scan, to perform this nmap scan. I'll tell you what is SC. It means default scripts. Nmap, while scanning, it will apply some default scripts against the target, and SV for the version enumeration, and hyphen ON. That means I want to put the results in the nmap format. I'll be able to cat it out on the terminal very easily if I keep it in this format. Let's see, I'll name it as support, and the IP address is 10.10.11.174. 11.174. So it's going to take some time, and before that I need to enable the double verbosity just to find the TTL value of the target. I'll tell you what it is. What happens? Host seems down if it's initially up, but blocking our ping probes, try PN. Okay, sometimes you need to try this hyphen PN to disable the ping. All right, now it's scanning, and straight off the bat it has discovered some open ports. All right, while it's scanning, what can we do? I need to do some customizations since I'm starting my stream for the first time in a while. I'm just trying to wait a second. Okay. It's pretty hard to keep my notes besides my OBS. Okay, I'll close this window for now. It's done. It's almost done. You can see the screen. It's almost done. It's about to finish. Let's wait. Okay, it's done. It's always a good habit to take notes while yes, it's a good habit to take notes while you solve the machine. So I'll open my notes. I'll open my notes here. Let's see. Yeah, in HackTheBox, I'm creating a new note. I call it support. Fine. Okay, let's copy this nmap results into my notes. Cat support. Okay, I use xclip to paste it into my clipboard. And I'll simply drop it here. Fine, now I got the response. It's always a good habit to do the all port scan. By default, nmap would be scanning for a popular 1000 ports, but when you are doing any machine, it's advised to do the full port scan. So what I'm going to do, I'll do a full port scan just to make sure I'm not leaving any ports behind. So I'm just doing the TCP port for now. There is no need to scan for the scan the UDP ports. I mean, as of now. So I'm just doing this. I'm adding -pn to disable the ping and -vv to enable the double verbose. It will be doing the full port scan. When I mention -p-, it will be scanning all 65535 ports. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, and usually it will take longer, so I'm using a flag min rate, and I'll define it to 1000. That means it will be sending 1000 packets at a time, so it is going to fast, it will be doing it fast. So that's the purpose of adding the flag min rate in nmap. Fine, let it be. But for now we will see um, how we are going to um, start the enumeration. We got the nmap results and we have found the ports that are open, and see the results here. There are 11 ports open. The first one is 53 simple DNS plus. It's a common port in Active Directory, and you can see the term Active Directory here, the LDAP. LDAP means Directory Access Protocol. So that's the definition, lightweight directory access protocol. And then I'm having RPC, remote procedure call, Kerberos. So these are all the standard ports for any domain controller. Okay, Kerberos, RPC, LDAP, and SMB. So these are the 4 main ports, and DNS. These are the main ports for any domain controller. Okay, so this is the thing. And let's see what else is open. I don't see any web service, so it's purely an Active Directory box. Port 53, port 88 is actually the key distribution center of Kerberos. When you learn Kerberos, you will understand what is key distribution center. Kerberos is actually one of the authentication methods in Windows. I think not only for Windows, I think it is applicable to Linux as well, but I'm not positive. Then there are 2 methods for now. I mean, as far as my knowledge, one is NTLM and Kerberos. Let's see. I'm not good at Windows internals, so I might be wrong. If you can correct me if I'm doing any mistakes, while if I'm doing any misinformation, you can correct me. Fine. So this is the thing, and I can simply see these things, nothing else. Let's see. Okay, now I have these ports. So let's see how we can enumerate the ports one by one. So let's see. First one should be DNS port 53. So I don't want to leave any stone unturned, so I'm just mentioning all the services that I'm facing. I'm going to enumerate everything separately, and if I see Kerberos, I will just try to group every Kerberos port together. Let's see. I'm just picking this DNS alone, and now I'm picking one Kerberos port. Kerberos. And any other Kerberos port. I think this one is also Kerberos, the port 464. What is that? Yes, this is also related to Kerberos, so I'm just taking that port as well. And what else? RPC and 636. I think this is something related to LDAP secure. Okay, fine. And I can see multiple LDAP ports. This is the usual thing in Active Directory. What does that mean? Password change. I don't get it, buddy. Okay. Um, what else we can see here? Uh, Apart from that, it is having some clock skew. Clock skew means, I guess, the timing difference between my attacking machine and the target machine, and I should be able to sync. I should be able to ensure uh, my time is synced with my target machine to perform any kind of Kerberos attacks. So that's one thing to note down. Fine, I'll move to the next one. Let's see SMB and LDAP. SMB port. So here it is. And 464 I already picked. RPC. How did I forget that? RPC. And RPC port. So these are all the RPC ports that you would see. It is possible to enumerate via RPC as well. LDAP, Kerberos, 593 is RPC. So here is one more RPC. So I'll pick this one as well. Then I already picked SMB. So let's pick LDAP. And I forgot to mention one more thing. It is also giving us the domain name, which is nothing but support.hdb. Kerberos password change 464. Oh, okay, I see. Fine. Thanks for the info, buddy. Kerberos password change 464. All right. Maybe I'll take a note. Okay. LDAP and LDAPS, of course. 389. What else? RPC. Yeah, here is one more port. What about the port 3269? 3269. LDAP. It's again LDAP. So I'll pick this one as well. Uh, 4679. So I left one more port. 636. Did I add? Port 636. What it is? 636. Yeah, this is what LDAP, right? So I could see multiple LDAP ports. Fine. Okay, I think I grabbed every port. Did I get any response for all port scan? I think I do. I got some response. Let's see. Let me pick this. Sorry. I'll copy this and I'll put it somewhere here. I guess the port WSMAT, that means Vinaram. Vinaram is open, so we will be able to log in the machine through Vinaram once we grab the credentials of it. 9389 ADWS 9389 Active Directory Management Gateway Service, Active Directory Web Service. Oh, sorry, Active Directory Web Service. ADWS is open. All right, I should be aware of it. And 3289 and 3268 are global catalog in Active Directory. So it's an additional info, and I'll note out these ports as well. remote management maybe. ADWS is actually a different port. That's fine. And the remaining high-end ports are usual in Active Directory. Okay, now let's start. I think we've been doing it for a while. Let's start the enumeration from DNS. When you see DNS open, I think it is, of course, it is actually a common thing in Active Directory. When you see a DNS port open, what are the things you can try? I believe I could try some DNS based enumeration. Probably I'll try to search the hack tricks DNS enumeration. Actually, that enumeration particularly is called zone transfer. So that's what we will be doing it. Let's see. I think to search the site hack tricks, DuckDuckGo gives a better response. So it is giving that hack trick wiki at the top, some search engine optimization thing. Fine. Let's see what we are up against. So it's a banner grabbing. I don't think anything useful here. Any record. So if I need to see any record, probably I can ask any will give the DNS server to return all available entries it's willing to disclose. I think this is a good thing to have, good thing to try. But before that, I should be adding the domain name in my etc host file. Those who don't know what is etc host file, it's actually acting like a directory. It will be resolving IP addresses from the domain name. So it's a file in Linux where if you add a domain name and its corresponding IP, the IP address will be solved from the domain name. Simply like a telephone directory. You need not to remember every number. You can simply give a name for a particular number. Then when you try the name, it will be resolved. So it's a simple thing. Okay, that's what I'm going to do right now. Sudo v etc host, and here I'll be giving the IP address. The IP address, okay, gosh, I keep forgetting it. 10.10.11.174. 10.10.11.174, and the domain name is support.htb. Do I have any other name here? Just support.htb. Nothing apart from that. All right. I'll save this now, and when I ping support.htb, it's automatically resolving the IP address to 10.10.11.174. That's the purpose of etc host. Especially if you're doing any Active Directory challenge, you need to, you should ensure you have added every domain name that you are trying in your etc host file. All right, I think we were about to dig some DNS, so let's see that. Any record will ask the DNS server to return. Okay, I guess we got this. Let's see, let's try this. Dig any support.htb and its IP address 10.10.11.174. Do I have any interesting record? And here it is. I could see a record dc.support.htb. So this is the domain name. This is the host name of the domain controller, DC. Uh, so this is the host name, and this is the fully qualified domain name, I suppose. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so this is the one thing I wanted to get. So let me take a screenshot. I use FlameShot to take the screenshot. Here I'm just highlighting the command I used and the response I got. Now I'm just putting it in my notes, and I got the domain name dc.support.htb. So let's verify this one more time. I can use netexec, a tool to enumerate Active Directory. If you don't know what the tool netexec is a network service exploitation tool that helps to automate assessing the security of large networks. And this tool is quite popular. In fact, you can do your whole Active Directory penetration testing by using this tool netexec. So that's how this tool is powerful. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use this netexec tool. I have already installed it on my machine. I use SMB and the IP address 10.10.11.174. When I simply try to netexec that IP address, I'll be getting the domain name and also the name of the domain controller. So it will be leaking the server name as well. So it's Windows Server 2022. Yeah. So this is what, and you can see the SMB the signing is true. Okay, I think the SMB signing they meant SMB v1 false. Okay, so fine. So it is giving some basic details. So let's take a note. Where it is. Yeah, I did some SMB enumeration here, so I'm just pasting it here. Okay, well, let's do that host addition. I need to add one more name here, DC. Gosh, what happened? Did I miss the whole thing? Yes, here I'm adding dc.support.htb and support.htb, and I'm also adding the name DC. So I need to add all these things in my host file. Now if I ping DC, it will be giving the same response. All right, I have added the host file cat. Okay, it looks okay. Now let's move on. What I can do, what else I can do? I'll try the zone transfer. Yeah, so this is the zone transfer. It's quite simple, and you can see the command just given. Let's see, I'm just trying to pick one command that will be giving me the okay. Let's see, zone transfer AXFR, asynchronous full transfer zone, asynchronous full transfer zone. So that's the definition for AXFR. Fine. I didn't know that before. Okay, I'll do the dig AXFR at 10.10.11.174. Communications error to timed out. I wonder, is this the right thing? Is this the right command? Let me search in my notes. um, axfr. I have already noted that down. Okay, I think I should be mentioning the domain name as well, but still um, I don't get anything. Support.htb. I'm just trying it according to my notes. Yeah, transfer failed. Yeah, now I'm getting the proper response. So this is the command. This is the actual command to do the zone transfer, and the transfer failed. So let's learn what is zone transfer, just for the sake of uh, understanding understanding it completely. So let's see what is zone transfer. Um, what is uh, zone transfer in DNS? Zone transfer in DNS is a process used to replicate DNS database information from a primary DNS server to secondary DNS servers. It allows for sharing DNS records, ensuring all servers have up-to-date information about specific domain or zone. So it's all about the process of replication between the domain controllers, in a simple words. All right, now I got the response, so I should take the notes here. Instead of taking it in a screenshot, I'll just copy and paste, so that in future I could be able to search this. Fine. Support. Here we go. So these are the possible DNS enumerations. We will move on to the next one. Zone transfer failed. All right, we will move on to the next one. I would like to start with SMB, because that is where you can try the null authentication, or they call it as null session. Null session is actually a common thing in a domain controller. I guess null session is by default enabled in every domain controller. What is the default? Let's learn that. Status of uh, null sessions in domain controller. In Windows domain controllers, null sessions have limited default permissions. They can have limited default permissions. Okay. They can establish connections to specific named pipes like pipe, netlogon. I think these are all the advanced things. Comes in Windows internals. Maybe we will be learning these things in a while. Okay, fine. For now, just uh, keep in mind, you can always try this null sessions. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'll do one thing. I will call netexec SMB and the IP address of it 10.10.11.174 and -u to mention the users and -p to mention the password. I'm just keeping it empty just to ensure the null authentication, the null session. And the null session is on. I can see the plus sign here. That means it succeeded and the null session is enabled. Now I can do the further enumeration. Potentially I can see some shares. Let's see. It is not always true that you can see shares. Error enumerating shares. Status access denied. Okay. So it says access denied. So when I'm getting this response, what I typically do, I will try to add a user guest. Then I'll try to enumerate this. Let's see. Will I get any shares? Yes, I do. Look at this. We got some shares from the null session. Particularly, I tried the user guest and I tried to uh, list the shares anonymously, not anonymously, as a guest user without any password. And I can see some shares, the list of shares. So these are all the folders shared across the network. Folders available on the Windows domain controller, and they have been shared uh, via network through SMB. So that's what it means. And by seeing this share results, any idea what we can do? So there are multiple shares, and this particular share that I highlighted, support-tools, stands out. This is not a standard share in a Windows machine in a domain controller. So remaining shares are standard. You would often see SWAL, which contains some group policy related things, and net logon, not positive what it is, IPC share, inter-process communication, I guess. Since I'm having the read permission on IPC share, I can do user enumeration, but we will go to that part later in this stream. But for now, we will just try to explore this support tools share. So we'll be getting some juicy info from here. Let's see. Let's take a screenshot. And I highlight this non-standard share and also the command. Fine. Now what next? I should be using tools like SMB client to access the share. That's what my next step. So let's see. I keep forgetting the SMB client syntax. So probably I'll try to okay, let's see. Okay, I got it. I got the syntax. Let me try this now. SMB client 10 10 11 174, and the share name is support tools, then -u to mention the user is guest, and the password is null. Okay, it's asking for the password and I'm not giving anything, and I logged in. Help. Can I list? I can. All right. I can straight away see some zip files and some executables. So I wish to download all these things, but before that, let me create a folder for this. I create a directory called SMB. So this is where I'm going to store all these files. Let's see. I think there is a command get star or something. Let's see. Get star, I guess. Let's see. Get star. Yes. What? Will it download? I guess it is downloading. Yeah, it's being downloaded. Let's search SMB command to get all files. to do it recursively. This is what I need. Recurse on prompt of. Okay, I think I should do this just to make sure I'm not getting any prompts. Okay, before that I'll get into this SMB share. From here I'm executing this. Okay, recurse on prompt of. Yeah, and now I use mget all. You can also use netexec to spider. There is a module in netexec called spider plus netexec. Yeah, spidering shares. So you can also use this particular where it is. Yeah, you can also use this particular module to dump all the files. Yeah, like this. Parallel NT status IO timeout. What does that mean? File empty. What happened? Parallel read returned NT status IO timeout. Opening remote file. These files are empty. Why? rm-rf, and I'm removing this. No, it's still. I wonder why I'm getting it. Can I use this? Am I making any mistakes? Or what if I directly use just a get listing and user info exe.zip. So let's see. I get this file. Can I download it? Yeah, now it is downloading. I made some mistake while using the mget. Okay, now I have downloaded this. So let me get all these files. I don't know how I'm going to use these files to get to the next step, but it might be a rabbit hole, but I'm just trying it. I've seen its walkthrough video before a few months, but I don't remember few things. Wireshark portable return NT status IO timeout. Okay. Sysinternal suit putty npp, probably the notepad plus plus, and this one is a zip portable exe. So these are all these executables are not interesting. Maybe I will move ahead. I think these files are larger in size. I think that's what creating this issue. Wait. Can I download this? Yeah, it has been downloaded. Sysinternal suite. I'm not downloading it. Putty I'm not downloading, and this one, these things I'm not downloading because I don't think this is going to give me anything. It's an easy machine. So I don't think I'll be able to extract few things out of it. Um, um, anyway, let's go and try this. I'll copy this. Um, netexec uh, smb 10 10 11 174 hyphen u is guest, hyphen p is none, and hyphen m is spider plus, and hyphen o download flag true, download flag equal to true. Let's see. Download flag true, print IPC ACO. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I supposed to, I should have mentioned the um, I should have mentioned the share. Yeah, that's my bad. Support share, right? What is the name of the share? Support tools. Yeah, support tools. I'm giving it, but still I'm facing some issue. I don't know what happens here. Refrain from package sources deprecated. List all readable files. So let me search in my notes. Spider plus. Uh, okay. Hyphen hyphen share, and I should mention the share name in this way. I made a mistake. Hyphen hyphen share like this. Support tools. Hmm. It works. It works. Exclude filter, exclude extension, output folder, NXC spider plus. Huh. Okay. What it does, I guess it's actually um, stored all the downloaded, all the available files in this JSON file, plus it has outputted all the files in this path. So let's read this. Maybe I should copy this here. Um, Copy to current folder, and here 1010 that IP address is JSON JQ dot, and I can see the list of files that it has downloaded. Okay, I think I should note down this command. I keep forgetting these commands. maybe I should take a note. uh, where it is support. So to dump the shares, I should be using the command. Let's see, command to dump the shares. All right. I think even if I ignore this, it will be dumping all the tools, I mean all the files out of the share. Okay, now let me copy that path where it has stored all those files. Let's see. Or where are these files? Do I need to set the download flag true? Uh, will it download these files now? It works. All files were ignored. All files processed successfully. File unique extensions to exes and zips. File size max, file size min, average. Okay, in support tools, I could see some binaries. I think these binaries are legit. So I'm skipping these binaries. I'll just simply do some checks here. I have this zip file, userinfo.exe.zip file. So let me unzip this file, or I'll use *-xvf to unzip. File userinfo zip archive compression method deflate. I can simply use unzip, I guess, for userinfo. Yes, it's unzipping these things. Can see bunch of files here, and most of the files are DLL files. The JSON, we downloaded that. I have an XML document, userinfo.exe.config. Maybe I should take a look at that. Let's see. Nothing interesting. You can see a HTML document. Looks like an HTML document. Okay. I don't see any interesting stuff here. Control R, SMB client. I get into this share again. I'll try to download whatever the files possible. This one, can I download? I do it manually this time. I don't want to leave anything behind, so I'm just doing this. All right, it gives the timeout error. Strings userinfo.exe. Yeah, I can try that. So the strings command is actually giving some printable characters, the human readable characters. So it extracts the human readable characters of the binary and simply displaying them. No, nothing special, no username, nothing. I mean, username we can enumerate via that IPC, readable IPC share. And also I'm planning to show you how you can do that via RPC. Okay, here is an interesting thing. Username first name, last name. Okay. User info binary. User info.config. Did I get any interesting info there? No. And I could see the thing here, it says it's .NET framework. And if it is a .NET binary, then probably I can do some .NET reversing by using the tools like ILSpy or DNSpy. But I don't think this will go to that extent, because it is a .NET binary. So we can disassemble this. I mean, I'm sorry, we can try to reverse it, but I guess I should be doing that via the user enumeration. I should be doing some user enumeration now. But for now, I'll keep these things in mind. If anything goes well, I mean, if nothing goes well, I'll try to reverse it. But for now, let's take a note. So these are the files spotted. Files spotted in SMB share. Okay, all right. Let's do the next thing, which is RPC. I'll move on from SMB. So I'll do some RPC enumeration. As I said, it's possible to enumerate user details via RPC. So let me tell you how I can do that. Probably I'll go and search for the command that I know, query dom info. Yeah, Windows cheat sheet, and here it is, SMB through null sessions. So this is the command to log in the uh, uh, I mean login via RPC and query the domain uses. So let's try that. RPC client do I have? I do have. Let's see what is the, okay, -u to mention the user, -n no pass. Okay, that's ideal. Uh, -u should be guest, but support HTTP guest. Support dot HTTP guest, or simply guest. Simply guest, I guess. Simply guest, since it is a local account, and -n for the no password. 10.10.11.174 is the machine IP. Cannot connect to server. Status logon failure. Okay. Support.htb status logon failure. Or without trying the password, it's asking me to enter the guest password. I'm not giving any password. Now I logged in. So this is the command to try. Okay, I go here and in RPC, I'll note down the command. Command to login RPC with user guest. This is perfect. Fine. Now I use the standard commands that I know. Query DOM info, access denied. Do I get any other command? Any other commands? I think I'll be able to list the users via query DOM info. Yeah, here it is, query DOM info. It will be listing like this. And to enumerate the users, enum DOM users. Enum DOM users. Can I get the list of users? It says access denied. Let's see. I go to HackTricks. RPC enumeration HackTricks. DOM groups. I don't think it will work. Enum domains, lookup names, lookup seed, and here are the detailed commands. Let's see. I'll note it down because this will be very useful for us in future. In fact, you can modify the users via RPC and the respective commands you see. Lookup names. So this is what I guess this will work because it look up the usernames to SID values, security identifier in domain controller. Let's see. I'm not positive. Let's see. Or this one, look up SIDs or names. Let's see which one works. Okay, I think the lookup names, I need to give which name in particular. For example, administrator, I'm getting the security identifier of the admin. So it is possible. And now I'm giving this command. Let's see what I'm getting. And similarly, this is to look up the SID. Okay. Though I cannot list the domain users via RPC, I can still query the individual users via RPC. The lookup SID simple. I can simply copy the SID. Oh, sorry. I can simply copy the SID and it will be giving me the name, support / administrator. So this is the name of the domain admin. Okay, now I got this. I'll exit this RPC client. Now I will go to the main one. So here I'm going to enumerate the list of users available in this domain controller. How I can do that? It's very simple. We were able to see both support tools and IPC shares were readable. Because this IPC share is readable, I will be able to enumerate the list of users via IPC. I mean RPC, I guess. This is related to that remote procedure call, those things, inter-process communication stuff. I think again, it's all belongs to that Windows internals. So hopefully we'll be able to understand all those concepts very soon, as soon as I mean when we do frequent streams. We will learn this gradually, but for now, just understand we are going to brute based on the RID. RID is nothing but, let me show this to you here. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is actually the domain identifier, I guess. So this is unique for domain controller. And this particular thing, I'm not sure whether this one or this one. So, okay, this one is for sure. The last digit, the last number is for sure. But this penultimate part, I was not sure. But I think this is unique for the user and this is unique for the domain. So the 500 is always administrator. When you are creating a user created, when a new user is created by a domain admin or user, then it will be given like 1000 plus 1000 or beyond. Use 4//. Which one do you mean? Now I'm telling about the SMB. How can you enumerate the users via SMB? netexec SMB 10.10.11.174 -user guest, as we mentioned before. Password is empty, and here is the flag RID brute. So once I get this result, I'll tell you how it works. Hopefully I'll be getting the list of users here. Let's see. Can I get it? Yes, here we go. And look at the list of RID. I think this is the RID. This is what they call it as RID. This is part of SID, and the last part of SID, if you see. I think it was in that session. Yeah. Now we could successfully enumerate the list of users, and you can see all the users here listed, and including the group, because here if you see the last part, so this is what called RID. So what it does, it will be checking for the list of RIDs and its respective users, and it is trying to display them. So it tried to brute force this particular number, and its respective username is displayed here. So every user will be having a unique RID. That's what it means. Okay, I'll take a screenshot. We got the list of users. Now we need one password. We need to have one password just to do some bloodhound enumeration. But let's see how we can grab them. But before that, let me highlight this and take some notes. Uh, it happened via SMB. So let's see. Yeah, and let me grab these responses. Now I'll create a file users.txt, inserting it and pasting it. Okay. And now I could see users.txt, and I'll use Sublime Text to uh, just filter out the username. I don't want any spaces here. So let me okay, I could see bunch of spaces here. So I need to replace all these spaces. Control F and Control H. And I am just replacing it with one new line characters. And now I guess I eliminated all these things. Control F, Control H. How many new line characters do I have? Okay, I'll just do it manually. What if I, okay, I think it missed. Okay, I'll just get the username. Let's see. I try to find the things like this. Or support, then everything follows it. Or I'll do one thing. I'll simply go and grab this. I'll select everything, and now I'll try to get rid of this. Okay, now I got rid of this thing. um, replace all. Yeah. um, all right. I don't want these groups, so I'm removing these groups. Cert publisher, again it's a group. Protected users group. um, Key admins, so these are all the groups, so I don't want this and I'm removing this. Domain admins, DNS update proxy, shared accounts, so these are the groups, I suppose, so I'm removing this. And now I will try to, yeah, I think I should have added one more backslash to escape it. Fine. Now I got this, but I could see bunch of spaces at the end, so I want to get rid of it and just add one new line character. Come on. Missed it. Okay, now I got the list of users, right? I'll do one thing. I will, what next? I got the list of users. Now what should I do? Maybe I should be doing some um, Kerbrute. Kerbrute is nothing but since I got the user names, maybe I can try to uh, enumerate the users with some. I mean, in Kerberos there is a concept called uh, no pre-authentication. So no pre-authentication means, I think you'll be able to understand when you learn this Kerberos thing. So for example, let me explain it briefly. Kerberos auth hack the box. Hack the box is actually having a beautiful explanation for this Kerberos. Not this one. Maybe this one. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. Uh, the technique is called ASREP roasting. So this is all about finding the users who don't need the pre-authentication. In Kerberos, there is multiple handshakes happening between server and the client, and the pre-authentication is actually the initial authentication done by the client against the server. So by in DC, if any user is set with no pre-auth required, then it is possible to uh, get the TGT for that particular user, and from the TGT it is possible to extract the hash, and we may able to crack that hash. So that's the concept. So let's try Kerbrute. I already have this command with me. It's quite simple. Kerbrute. Yes. Let's see. Kerbrute user enum. So this is what I need. So this is how I should do that. Let's see. Here brute user enum 10 10 11 174 and hyphen okay, I think yeah, I should be using that word list I have. Then probably the okay, wait, let me brute force password brute force brute user password spray user enum. So the user enum is what we need to try, and hyphen d to mention the domain, and hyphen dc to mention the domain controller, like mentioned here, the DCIP. So let's try brute user enum. I'm giving one more help, and this time I am actually mentioning DC 10.10.11.174 and hyphen d the domain support.htb, and then I mention the list of users I have. What happened? How can I mention that? Nothing happens. I wonder what. Okay, it's a blunder. Users. Now it looks fine, and it says all these users are valid, and I don't see any pre-auth required user. How I can move forward from here? I don't have any password yet. Maybe can I go and reverse that binary, the user info that I came across? Will that be the way? Let's see. I go to guided mode before I start doing this. I move to support, guided mode. How many shares the supporting shows in SMB? I could see there were around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 shares. Which share not a default share? Support tools. So I think I should be doing something with this, with that binary. Let's see the next question. Almost all of the files of the share are publicly available tools, but one is not. What is the name of that file? I got it. I got it. I got it. I think that's the way to grab the password. We got the usernames. I think once we got the password, we will be able to grab the Bloodhound data. Then we can start doing further things. Let's see that. What was the name of that? Userinfo.exe.zip. Userinfo.exe.zip. That was the file name. And what is the hard-coded password used for LDAP in the userinfo.exe binary? Well, yeah, I should have done that. I should have done that. Now, this is how I should be getting the password of one particular user. Okay, I didn't expect that. I already mentioned I should be using DLSpy or INSpy. So that is what I'll be doing it right now. I should be doing it. I have a machine, dev and rev machine, and in this machine, I'm having okay, I think it gave me the hint. Now I'll move on. I'll go and do some do some reversing of the binary. But before that, can I um, go and see the settings of this machine, because I need both these machines to be in the same network just to exchange the files. It is in bridged mode. And what about this one? Settings. Yeah, see, it is also in bridged mode. I think this is fine. Do I have any tools to reverse it? Do I have ILSpy or DNSpy? DNSpy I don't have, but I can download. I can download one. DNSpy download. Okay. Windows 64-bit. $82 MB. It's taking some time. Okay. Meanwhile, I will transfer the file from this machine to that. I had the file, and here is the binary userinfo.exe. So let me start the Python server. It's downloading, and let me check the IP address of it. The machine IP is 0.159. Probably I will get it in documents, wget http:// or I will use curl http:// 192.168 0.159 port 8000, and the file name is let's see, userinfo.exe. userinfo.exe and -o userinfo.exe. Okay, I have downloaded that. So let me go to this documents folder. Do I have this userinfo.exe? Come on. I do have this. Yeah, I do have this binary. What it does? Is it actually doing anything? I don't think. But anyway, let's do reverse this. The tool is downloaded. I go to this path dnspy extract all. And I got this dnspy utility. So let me start this. Okay. So these are all the entries that it disassembles itself. Can I remove this? Can I remove everything? Remove 11 assemblies. Yeah. Remove net standard. Okay. I'll be having only the thing that I want. This PC, local disk, users, my name, documents, userinfo.exe. All right. Here we go. So I have loaded this .NET assembly, .NET binary in dnspy. dnspy is actually a disassembler. I wouldn't say disassembler. It's actually a decompiler that actually try to reverse the .NET binaries. .NET binaries, when you reverse you will be able to read its code and understand. It's user friendly, and that's why it's quite easy to reverse it. So let's see, let's read through this. User info, so this is the binary, and I don't need this one, but here I have some things here. So let's see, is there any password hard coded? That's what I need to look at. Query entry protected, get password, okay, encrypted password, private statistic encrypted password, byte, Armando, got it. I think this is the, do I have any user called Armando? Let's see. Cat users.txt, do I have any user called Armando? No, there is no user with the name Armando. Let's see what it is. From encrypted password. Okay, this is the class protected, and it is actually getting the encrypted password. From base64 string, it is converting array, and it is doing some decoding. Yes, it's doing some decoding. The key is Armando. Okay, I think I can see what is happening here. The password is actually encoded. Yeah, this is the encrypted password, and the key is Armando. Maybe we should think about decrypting the password. That's what I'm going to do now. But before that, let me ensure I don't have anything's left. Derived types, nothing. Base object, nothing. User info command. Do I have any interesting info here? Find a user command. Okay. All right, I think that's what I need to do now. Which kind of encryption it is? Can I use CyberChef simply, or let's see. Encrypted password. So here is the encrypted password, and the key is Armand. What? Come on. Get password. So this is the function, get password. I keep missing it. Base64, convert the specific string which encodes the binary data as base 64 digits. And it takes every character an array of I and just doing some uh, XOR operation against the key of key length, and again it is XORing it to 223. So let's use this chat GPT here. I use chat GPT just to understand what happens and how we can just simply decode this. Okay, I prefer DeepSeek. Okay, go here from this parrot machine, DeepSeek. What it does. So let's learn what exactly happens. Get password method. I'm also copying that encrypted password and the key. Hopefully it will be decrypting the things for us. It takes byte 64 encoded string and convert it into the byte array. Decrypts the byte array using simple XOR based decryption with static key. Okay, that is Armando. And the decryption process involves XORing each bytes of the this is where I confused, so that's why I had to refer this. XORing the results again with 223, XORing each byte of the encrypted data with the corresponding byte of the key. Okay, I should have automated it via programming, but this is not a time to create a program and do this, so that's why I using chat GPT. So it will be decrypting the things for us, but maybe I can use CyberChef, right? I can give a try before I'm asking DeepSeek to do the things for me. Let's see. I have this encrypted password with me. Where it is? Yeah, here is the encrypted password. Copy, and yeah, I go to CyberChef, and I need to convert first of all from base 64, and okay, then I should be doing some XOR operation. XOR operation against a value, maybe, yeah, Armando, and again XORing it with 223. Will this be a password? I'm not sure. Let's verify this. Yes, please. So it is asking me to decrypt the password for me. So I'm just saying yes. Nah, good password adding. Okay. It says this is the password. Encrypted byte. I don't believe DeepSeek. So let me verify it with ChatGPT once. Byte array convert from base 64. Okay. Armando. Yes, please. So this is going to reverse the password for me. Let's see whether I'm getting the same password. So it is writing a Python script. So let's learn this. This is the encrypted password, and this is the key. It is converting it into the bytes. Then encrypted password, they are just decrypting it, and sorry, the encrypted bytes, they are just decoding it from base 64, and decrypted bytes, they are calling byte array. For I in range length of encrypted bytes, decrypted bytes is something, the encrypted bytes of I. Okay, key of I percentage the mod length of key. Then again XORing it with 223. Then decrypted bytes append decrypted byte. So here they are creating an empty byte array. Decrypted bytes dot decode Latin 1. Decrypted password, decrypted password. Okay. So it actually taught us how to fish. So let's use this and decode it on our own. Maybe I'll use this decoder.py. Okay. I will simply execute this. And here it is giving the password nvefek16. So this is the password we have seen before, I guess. So that is why I did not believe DeepSeek. It was giving me the wrong results. Let's see. I was using CyberChef, right? Let's see that session. nvefek16. Yeah, it ends with mz. Look at this. So this is the password. We actually did it rightly. I just did the base 64 decoding, and I used the XOR key Armando, and I again XORed it with 223. So it gave us the results. So this is the results, I believe. Yeah, this is the result. But yes, anyway, I just did it rightly at the first time. When I've seen the response from DeepSeek, I was quite suspicious. That's why I had to check it with ChatGPT once again. Okay, I got this. I got the password now. Let me go and let's see. I will just mention it in a theory. We got non-standard binary userinfo.exe from SMB share and reversed it to retrieve encoded and encrypted XOR encrypted credential, and we decoded it. Okay, adding it, and I will copy this program and put it in my notes. Python decoder, XOR decoder. Fine. Now we got the password we need. Let me use this. So we got the password. Now let's try to spray this password against users. So we are going to use this, what is that? Kerbrute. And we will try to spray this against the users. We can use Kerbrute either, or we can use netexec. I'll use netexec. SMB maybe. SMB once again. And 10, 10, 11, 174 is the IP, and -u is users.list, users.txt, and -p is the password that we have. Now let's see. Continue on success. I give continue on success. Now let's see. It is going to try get the right password. Logon failure. I'm getting bunch of logon failure messages. Come on, at least one hit. No, none of the passwords are valid. Let's see this. Is it right? This is the right password. Then why it fails? It is not associated with any user. Huh. I got the password right. Which field in the LDAP data for the user named support stands out, potentially holding? Which field in the LDAP data for user named support stands out as potentially holding? Which field in the LDAP data for the user named support stands out, potentially holding a password? Can I try LDAP? Earlier I could see the domain name as support in caps, but here now it shows support.htb. Maybe is that, I mean, is it what causing the issue? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's try it with Kerbrute, or I'll try it with the Kerberos once. -k, just to try it on Kerberos. Pre-auth failed, pre-auth failed. Client revoked, pre-auth failed. Pre-auth failed means the password is invalid, I guess. Okay, I'll go to Kerbrute and I try to spray the password. -help. password spray. Password spray hyphen help -d support.htb and -dc 10 10 11 174 and the user list is here. The password I'm going to spray this one. In these special characters breaks it. Tested 21 logons. No support for encryption type. Let's see the command in my notes. Kerbrute password spray. Yeah, like this. Where it is? Come on. -d dc valid users and welcome. Okay, I'm giving the right thing, but I don't know why it fails. Which field in the LDAP data of the user named support stands out and potentially holding a password? Used for LDAP in the user info. So whatever the password we have obtained right now, it's the LDAP password, I believe, because we have already seen in that binary that it was actually doing some LDAP stuff. If you remember, I go here. Yeah, you can see the stuff here. It was querying some LDAP. It was querying the LDAP purely. Support LDAP password. Yes, it was querying the LDAP. So it was an LDAP password. So since we got the LDAP password, why don't we grab the I mean the respective use. I mean we can try to dump the LDAP. I think that's what we can do next. Let's see. Control Shift F. I was actually doing I was doing a machine called sorry, I didn't mean to open it. I was doing a machine called Ledger. In that machine, I used a command to authenticate an LDAP. Let's see. LDAP. Come on. Oh gosh, it's annoying. LDAP search. Okay, I should be doing the LDAP search now. This is what I need to do. I forgot this. Yeah, I almost forgot this. So I got the LDAP password and I should be doing the LDAP search now. Let's see. What was the username here? Can I see the binary? Where is that? Print username. Okay, it is querying the LDAP. SAM account name. So it's querying the LDAP purely. So the password and encrypted password byte. Oh gosh, I didn't mean. LDAP query. LDAP support.htb. So let's see. LDAP search. I go to this LDAP search hack tricks. I use DuckDuckGo. Okay, -x to try it anonymously, I guess, but we do have password here. So why don't we use the credential to enumerate this? In users, did I see any path? There is a user called LDAP. So this is the password. This is the password for the user LDAP. Yes, I think this is the password for user LDAP. Let's see. Um, Domain, username, password. Okay, I think this is what I should do. I'll do this. Um, LDAP search -- help or -h. Command not found. I don't have LDAP search. And how did I do that? I see any LDAP search here? I don't think so. Okay, I think I should be installing LDAP search. Um, can I install this UV tool install LDAP search AD? Hmm. All right. I guess we have been streaming for last couple of hours. We did some decoding. We grabbed the password, potentially an LDAP password. Probably I'm going to try. What I'm going to try next is to install the LDAP search and try to do some LDAP queries. I haven't done this before, so that's why I was a bit struggling. Uh, I'll do it in the next stream, probably tomorrow. Let's see in tomorrow's stream. I'm signing off. I'll be doing the frequent streams henceforth. Signing off. Cheers.